I'm a freelance designer, and I worked in the theme park industry for about 10 years now. And I've worked for companies such as Walt Disney Imagineering and Universal Studios. And I'm here today with my buddy Michael.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Welker. I'm a semi-retired creative producer from the theme park industry, where I actually worked with Chris, both at Walt Disney Imagineering and at Universal Studios. Um, and yeah, Chris and I have known each other for a really long time, but kind of like, I guess, since the pandemic, we both found ourselves not in crazy full-time projects in the theme park industry and said, hey, why don't we do something together? And that morphed into, hey, let's make a video game. Even though neither of us have ever made a video game, let's learn how to do it.
Hmm.
And let's put it on stream.
Right.
So welcome to the show.
Yeah. And we're definitely starting from the ground up, and there's going to be a lot of struggles. There's going to be hopefully lots of victories as well. And just we're just here to share the whole progress with you guys. And let's go ahead and start with the recap. And unfortunately, I have both design and Q&A thing on right now. Let me go and turn that off. Perfect. All right.
Sure.
Michael, do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Yeah, I can go. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Share screen. Oh, can you enable screen
Oh,
sharing?
you got it. Sorry about that, man. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Share screen. Boom. Done. You have the ball.
Okay, click Unity. Okay. So, last week where we left off, I had up to this point, I figured out how to create a terrain environment and create a rail system and a ship that flies through the rail system and that I can control with my WASD keys. And I can also shoot if I press down
Nice.
the mouse button. I've got the ability to shoot and fire at things. Um, and that's what I had figured out up to last week. And then well, I'm gonna actually here, I'm gonna replay this. The big breakthrough last week was being able to do collision detection. So now I can shoot these like spheres that are like placeholders for enemies,
Yeah,
and
nice.
I can get them to disappear when the bullet part or the laser particles collide with them. I wrote code to make them disappear. By the
Nice.
way, I am not a professional game developer or programmer. I'm learning how to do this from scratch. Um, I'm, oh, I might, or I crashed into something, so it reloaded the level.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
because that's something that I was trying to figure out was like, okay, if I, collide with this wall here, I need to
Oh,
get the level to reload.
got it.
So that was part of where I had gotten to last week, I think. So that's kind of like where I left off.
Nice.
And my homework going away from that was to continue with the tutorial and to figure out if I can add some like particle effects um, and get a little bit more polish on the different types of collisions. So that way it's not quite as abrupt when when you're shooting something to just see it,
Mm-hmm.
pop out of existence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with the ship. And that ended up, and I was able to do that. And it ended up being a whole lot of, I don't know, struggle. But to stay consistent with the recap, before I get into all of that, I'll save that and we can go ahead and see where you left off
Okay.
last week.
Sounds good. And let me do share screen. Well, share screen, screen number 3. Okay, so last week I showed Michael a whole bunch of different silhouettes of hero spaceships, and the ones that we circled, were the ones that we really like, and the one that we really circled was number 18. And then so we essentially went from there. And also last week we looked at these guys, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and we were pretty happy with how they are looking so far. Definitely, they're just kind of starter models. We'll will work on them a lot more. And I have also exported these out as FBX files so that Michael can take it and then put it in the game sooner or later. And this is the big Kahuna guy. So that's where I left off. Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Since I'm here already, should I just go ahead and continue with what I updated?
Sure.
All right. So let me go ahead and can I just turn this off? Yeah, okay, good. And put this one up. All right. So essentially what I did was I took that sketch of this sketch right here, and then I brought this
Mm-hmm.
over into a 3D modeling program called Blender. And this is Blender. And so I have currently the top view, which is blah, 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 the comps, and also the front
Mm-hmm.
view. They are the backside of the spaceships, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then
Cool.
let me move us so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Boom. Okay. And then from the top view, I went ahead and did a silhouette of the model. Boom.
Oh,
And
awesome.
oh, hold on. Why is it blue? It's blue because it is blue because why? I have face orientation on. There you go. That's why. So this is what it looks like. And let me turn off the reference. And in 3D, this is what I came up with.
Oh, wow.
Um, it's not done yet, but it
Mm-hmm.
is a starting. It's a starter set,
Yeah.
basically,
Hell yeah.
and let me go into perspective mode. So this is what it looks like from the back so far. I don't know, like, what do you think, Michael? Does this look a little bit thin, like thin to you?
Y- Yes, maybe a little. So thin is good, but this might be a little too thin. I think it could be a little chunkier.
Chunkier?
Maybe,
Yeah,
especially like around the fuselage, I think can
right,
grow in girth a
right,
bit.
right, right. Um,
But but thin is not like the enemy. Thin is actually an advantage for us because it minimizes the real estate that the ship takes up on the screen, which
right.
is helpful to allow more visibility for the player.
Nice,
It
nice.
looks
And
cool.
yeah, thanks, man. This is essentially the design that we picked, and it. I want to say it was easy, but it was not as easy as I thought it would be. Why is my ref not showing up? What
What's
the
not
hell?
showing up?
My reference image, the reference images that I was showing you earlier, it
Yeah.
disappeared. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's always like when I'm showing stuff to people is like when things
Hmm.
go like
Yeah,
all
that's what, yeah,
crappy and stuff.
exactly.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There you
There you go.
go.
Wait, did it just pop in out of nowhere? Did you click
No,
something?
no, I did the command of hiding all, and sometimes when I do that, I I
Ah,
end up like forgetting, and then I start blaming the
I
computer
see.
when it's actually user error. Uh, so yeah, basically I just created like silhouettes, like a flat silhouette, and then I extruded it
Hmm.
in the Z directions, and then push, pull, and then just do stuff to it in order to make it work. And
Sure.
it was okay. I definitely
Super
need,
cool.
yeah, thank you. I definitely want to play a little bit more with it, especially what we talked about, like the thickness. But before I do that, I would very much like to put this in the game and actually see how it looks and feel in the game.
Yes.
And one reason is because the camera angle, the camera perspective is going to be a little bit different in Unity compared to what
Hmm.
it is in Blender right now. And I see Draco says, nice, you guys are gonna do great things. Thank you so much. High five, Draco. Ah, high five. Thank you so much for the compliment.
Thanks, Draco. That's
We
great.
need that. Thank you so much. So yeah, I definitely want
Um,
to put this in the game to get a nice, better understanding.
uh, it, no pressure if this is more complicated than we can do live on stream, but if it's easy to export the FBX file, and send it to me, I can put that in the game now and we could look at it now.
All right, let's let's do that now. Hero FBX. All right, and selected objects, mesh, apply transform, export FBX. You guys are seeing work like done in real time, and it's gonna. Oh, okay, thank God it didn't crash. Yay! All right, so what I need to
You guys
do
get to see
is
things that Chris and I haven't even seen yet.
I know. All right, bots, robots. Yeah, and then hero, and then I'm gonna open up this concept. This is ours, right? And then robots. I will create another thing called hero 2022-0427. Gentleman Heavy says if you want to make the spatial look bigger to the player, scale down the detailed textures like bulkheads, doors, windows so that the ship looks bigger in comparison. Yep, absolutely right.
Good note.
Thank
Yep.
you for that note, Heavy. Did I label that correctly? 220427.
Is it the 27th? Yep, it's the
Yeah.
27th.
Wow, so fast. Okay, and then I'm going to take this right here, cut, and then put it in this right here. So now it is being uploaded.
Okay. Into the 3D folder, right?
Yes, it is in the 3D folder and it is done.
Great. I'm
It
downloading
has
now.
begun.
Yes, it has. Man, that file is only 80 kilobytes. That is remarkable.
That's all about doing it in low poly.
Mm. Okay, let's see here.
That. All right, so I am going to throw you
Oh,
the
that's
ball
just
now.
not nice.
Is that, or do you want to stay on me? Stay on me until you get situated.
Yeah, stay on you until
All right, sounds
just
good.
give me a second here to load this guy in.
Yeah. How
Well,
how
actually,
you
I
doing,
don't know.
Gentleman Heavy? You doing well? Oh, okay. Shoot. Yeah, let me see.
Import new asset. Go. Cool. Okay. Where do I don't want that in scenes. I want that in assets. And I guess I want to go to player ship. No. Yes. Actually, yes. Oh, whoops. Not yeah, here. Okay. Okay, that is at 0. How big is that thing?
Oh, Heavy says kind of like how Elite Dangerous does with their larger ships like the Fer de Lance or the Anaconda. Oh, are those spaceships? Go ahead and pull that up.
What is Elite Dangerous? Oh, I don't know.
Elite Dangerous, Elite Dangerous. Fer de Lance. I'm looking it up right now, Gentleman Heavy. Thank you so much for this, man. Reference. Your wisdom and knowledge will help us. Oh, cool. Nice. Very, very cool. And
Okay, 180.
this is what Heavy was talking about. This kind of reminds me of Anakin's ship from Star Wars a little bit.
Let's see here. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fer-de-Lance.
Yeah, in like Revenge of the Sith, right? The little like
Yeah. Right,
the
right, right.
predecessor to the A-Wing.
Yeah.
Um
Ooh, yeah. Very cool.
okay, so in order to do this quickly, and because I can't remember like all the things that I need to attach to it, what I
Sure.
think we can do is I can show the ship flying,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not going to be able to. Actually, it might be able to shoot. Yeah, because I think if I just turn off the mesh renderer and then just have this with the player, yeah, I think this is going to work.
Nice.
Here, if you want, I can take the ball now.
All right. I am going to drop the ball. You dropped the ball. All right. Dropping the ball.
All right, so switch back to here.
Ooh,
It doesn't have
look
any
at
material on
that.
it, so that's why it's just like,
Sure. Yeah.
white. But basically, I got the other player's ship here, and I just tried to like kind of match it to the same-ish size. But I'm just going to turn off the mesh renderer of the placeholder ship, and I've attached our hero ship to the player rig, so
Right.
it should follow the existing rig, and all of the functionality of the player ship should still be in here. It's just
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
the placeholder ship is now invisible. So I think
Got
we'll
it.
still get everything.
Oh, wait,
So
wait.
let's
Before
give this
before
a
you
shot.
wait. Before you press play, can you rotate the plane 120 degrees in the z-axis? Because right now it's upside down.
Uh, oh, got it. Um, like this, yeah.
Perfect. Beats
Player ship.
perfect.
Let's put this mesh renderer back on.
This is so cool.
Yeah, looks like maybe it's up a little high. Let me lower this.
Can you scale it like more closely to the original ship?
Sure. Let's try 1.75 maybe.
Sure.
That looks cool. Maybe a little smaller.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Actually, like the
That's pretty
wingtips, you can see
pretty
it's
close.
actually, I think it's pretty close. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go with 1.75. And now player ship. Get rid of the mesh renderer. Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Uh, oh, it's not moving though,
Oh, okay.
because yeah, you can see the, the invisible other ship there. That's because I haven't attached the uh, player controls. Actually, let me just try to
But
do that. Let me just
but
add a component now.
that's interesting though. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, I think we can just make it a little bit thicker, but overall, I think it feels nice. You could actually see like
There we go.
through the environment, right? Oh, nice, you did it.
Wait, is it flying backwards?
It is flying backwards.
Oh, that's weird. Because here it's not.
Uh,
Huh. Okay, well, let's just try this. I don't know why it's doing that. Um, yeah, it's still backwards. Weird.
well, it.
Because this was the correct rotation. It should be that
Uh-huh.
way. I wonder why. That's so frustrating.
It's okay. It's okay. That's so interesting.
Let's,
Well, it feels. I mean, like the thickness wise, it's not bothering me now because
yeah,
I thought it would
actually,
be
yeah.
really really horrible, but it's not bad
But
other
no,
than
that
it
seems
flying
quite
backwards.
appropriate. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
I don't
fun.
know why it's flying backwards. That's a really strange thing. I wonder if it's because no, it shouldn't be flying backwards both when the x is 180 and the x is 0. Like that doesn't make sense.
this is this is so fun.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah.
I want to experiment with something. What if I rotate this 90 to, oh, oh, because the x-axis, I see. Am I like rotating? What if I do like local or the pivot? Is it upside down?
It is upside down right now. Now
Now
it's
it's
right
right
side
side
up.
up, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Player ship mesh renderer. That looks like it's about in the same spot. Okay, now let's try it. Nope. Wow, it really wants
Weird.
to be facing in this direction. I don't
Weird.
understand. That's so fresh because clearly it is in the right orientation here.
Do you need to, is there a kind of like a reset position in Unity? Like wipe all the information clean and then just say this is the new rotation? It's
Well,
like
here's what we can do.
apply
I could
transform.
let me just get rid of this. Oh,
Mhm.
actually, it's in this prefab. Oh, because it wasn't editing it in the prefab. That's why. Okay, so here, da, 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 we wanted this to go 180. And then the player ship, mesh renderer. Oh, nope, don't move that one. Move this one. And then this is like 1.75. Whoops, one. Damn it. 0.75, 1.75. I think. And then here for this one, it doesn't have any overrides there. What if
Whoa.
oh, there's explosions. Yeah, open the prefab. Well, that should have fixed it. Let's see. Nope.
Weird.
Yep. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, no
troubleshoot
worries.
that at some point,
Yeah,
but
no worries.
at least kind of see what's happening here.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna try one more thing.
Hey, Redline Dragon, how you doing, man? So, really quick recap. Michael and I are working on this game, and I designed a hero ship based off of a design that he and I chose last week, and I modeled it in this week, and so now I've exported it as a FBX model, and then now I just we're currently imported it into Unity, and the issue that we're facing right now is that currently the ship is flying a little bit backwards, so we're trying to figure out how to make it face forward, and this is a learning experience for both Michael and I. So thank you so much, you guys, for your patience.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
seem to matter what orientation I put it in. It's
that
always
is so
facing
weird.
this direction. Yeah,
What
that's
if
really strange.
What if I exported it to you?
Flipped
What if I,
around.
yeah, flipped it around?
Sure, try it.
Would that work? All right, give me 1 second. Oh shoot, you know what? I can't. Oh,
Can't.
um, hmm. Well, give me 1 second. Sorry.
Sure. In the
Open
meantime, I'm
general.
going to
Don't save.
0.75, 1.75,
File.
1.75.
Import. FBX. Where's the FBX? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's
180,
not it. Import
180. Nope, not that
FBX.
one. 180. Okay.
Object. D. Heroes. And FBX. All right. So we got this. What I'm going to do is rotate.
There we go. I think I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I think so. Add component, player controls. What I think the problem was is the prefab was facing the other way. And so the
Right.
prefab was overriding any changes that I was making.
Oh,
This is that thing that I was mentioning like a session or two ago where like when you nest prefabs within prefabs, all this weird overriding happens between the parent
right.
and the child and the grandchildren and stuff. And so it can get really frustrating trying to figure
Mm,
out who's in charge and where
right.
the actually nope, it's still flipped again. Damn it. Okay, never mind. That didn't work at all.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, because man, in here it's in the correct orientation. So yes, if you want to continue trying to
Okay.
export, we can uh, try that and see if that works. Because this is not working.
One second. Bup, 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 bup. To essentially rotate it
Player
180.
controls. Wow, why does it move so fast?
Export FBX. Jeez. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Desktop.
Take your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
In the meantime,
3D.
I'll just fly this guy around.
I'm gonna save another one called. It's gonna be called flipped.
Okay.
And X. Hold on. Don't do the empty. Just do the mesh. Apply transform and selected objects. All right. It has been uploaded.
Okie dokie. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave this running while I'm downloading that. That way you guys have something to look at. Okay, so go into the OneDrive 3D folder, hero,
Oh,
just
Michael,
now.
later when everything's done, I would like to control the plane via remote
Oh,
control.
sure.
That would
Absolutely,
be
man.
cool. Ha!
No problem. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Uh, in a second here. Let's see, it was this one. Assets, import assets, desktop, flipped FBX. Okay, so now that's that one. Let's get rid of these and go into the player rig. Add this to the player rig. 1.75, 1.75, 1.75. And I'm not going to change anything else. Well, actually, I'm going to lower it down a little bit and scoot it forward a little bit. Maybe I'll scoot it back a little bit. Slightly different profile. Okay, and then that. Oh, actually, there's one more thing. I need to add the script for it to control. And
Man, you're
now
like a
we
pro
can.
at this now, man.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Not bad for not even really knowing what Unity was like
Right.
2 months ago.
Boom!
Uh,
Wait,
I
is
can't
it?
control it though. I might have done something wrong here. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Didn't I do that? Didn't I add that? Now that, yeah. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah. Good job, Michael.
Really, that was all you. Because you flipped the model
Just
around, so
yeah,
now
just
it's in here
flipped it. Okay.
correctly.
Now I know what direction it needs to go. Okay. I know for now. In the future.
Yeah,
But
it's weird because I didn't have that problem. Well, I only imported one of the drones when I
oh
tried that. Oh, I must have crashed into something. Oh, I don't think I disabled the box collider. I think it's still there, the sphere collider. Yep. So what's happening here is like, see how I shoot this thing and it's gone? If I
yeah.
fly to where it was, it's still resetting
Oh,
me
got it.
because I'm deleting the
You're,
mesh renderer, but
but not
not
the
the
box
sphere collider.
collider. Yeah, right, right.
So that
Very
was
cool.
a mistake that I made there, which means I got to dodge all these things. Yeah, this ship's looking pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, right? I think we just have to
Yeah.
make it just a little bit thicker, Z axis wise, just make it a little
Hmm.
bit taller. But overall, I like how it's not blocking the environment.
Yeah, I agree. And it has like the the lines and the angles are really interesting and make for like compelling visuals when you're moving it around on screen and seeing it like
Right.
turn into these different positions. So yeah, that's really cool. Oh, do you want to control it now?
Oh, can I?
Sure. Let's see. How do we do that? Remote control?
View
Uh,
options.
give to
Request remote
Christopher.
control. There, wait,
Okay, hang on a second. I've got to
oh,
tell my
you, yeah.
computer that this is okay. Stand by.
Yeah, yeah, this is gonna be cool. WASD
I
key?
think it's Zoom. Yes, it's going to be WASDA and then your left mouse button. Um, okay, let's try. Okay, Chris Lee can control your screen. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and go see if you can move the mouse and click play.
I'm touching the mouse right now.
Oh, yep, there it goes.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow.
Nice.
There's a huge lag though.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're gonna
Yeah, there's
crash. Yep.
oh god. Oh god. Yeah, there's a huge lag.
Oh, sorry, man.
It's okay. That's
Um,
fine. That's fine. This is
can you
cool though.
shoot?
Uh, let me
There
see.
you go.
Yeah, I can shoot, but I cannot control anything. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, trying to play with lag is gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah, PTSD
Uh,
with Overwatch.
yeah. Gentleman Heavy says it kind of reminds me of a little of the Star Fox ship.
Oh, really? That's
Yes,
cool. Nice.
the Star Fox R-Wing is definitely a source of inspiration. We don't want to rip it off completely. Um, just pay homage to it and hopefully use some of the inspiration of what makes that design interesting and elegant without being like, hey, you guys are just literally remaking Star Fox.
Right.
That's something
Michael,
we're
I'm gonna
cognizant of.
give you back control. I don't want to. I can't
Okay.
play like this. I can't
Okay.
play like this. I hate lag.
No.
Ah.
All right,
But
stop
just
remote control.
to your point too, Michael, about the whole Star Fox thing. I mean, we did the whole various development and silhouettes, and we picked the one that we liked. And there's a reason as to why we picked it. Is because it's a cool shape, and it's there's only so many shapes that you can do. That
Sure.
that doesn't that's like not totally new, right? And
Right.
yeah,
Especially when it's like, uh, a starfighter ship.
right.
Because I mean, even looking at some of the ships in Star Fox, it's like, some of those look kind of like ships in Star Wars, and some of the Star Wars ships look kind of like ships in Star Trek,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so on and
But
so forth.
this is so cool. But yeah, again, how do you feel about the whole width and length and height of the ship?
Um, I feel pretty good about it. And I mean, that's also something that we could adjust by just moving the camera further away from the rig.
Oh, interesting. Right, right,
Um,
right, right.
but the way this is laid out, like I'm feeling pretty good about this because I
Oh
don't
man.
think I think it's it's taking up enough space on screen that you can see the ship and like appreciate it and get in the details and stuff, but it's not taking
Right.
up so much screen that you're like, man, I can't see what's going on. The ship's in the way.
Right.
I feel like you can still see a lot of stuff.
And when you were close to the ground, I actually saw the silhouette of the shadow of the plane, and
Oh, cool.
that's so cool.
It looked pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Um,
Oh, cool.
yeah, this is gonna look really neat too when we can put like some afterburner effects
You're
on
right,
it
right.
and get the ship materials and textures put in there.
Uh-huh. Thanks for putting this in so quickly in the Unity, dude.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy. I guess once you know what you're doing.
Mm.
Um, and I only kind of know what I'm doing.
No, you're good. Oh, Heavy says, no, yeah, I love the little references in games like that, and you can only make a starfighter so many times before it starts looking like similar to another. Yeah, exactly, dude.
Totally.
Totally. Yep.
Um, okay. Uh,
Yeah. Thank
but
you so much, Michael. Really appreciate you putting that
sure,
in the thing. That's so awesome.
my my pleasure. I'm gonna run this again. It's probably gonna actually crash into something while I'm doing this, but now this week I get to do the but wait, there's more.
Oh, sweet.
Um, because I gotta change a couple things in the script, but then I can show you what I did this week.
Nice.
So give me a second to open up Visual Studio Code.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set last week to false.
So Heavy, I actually, or Michael and I actually was able to download the beta beta version of the Overwatch 2, and we played it, and it was not bad. Because it was so congested, like we had to pick support roles in order to actually get into the game. And because I usually play tank, and Michael nowadays he plays DPS, and if we chose tank or DPS, that would just take forever to get into the game. So we just use support, and I don't play support, so I didn't really enjoy it. But I did play one round of tank, and it was fun. It was fun. Because I used Sigma, and Michael told me like the update didn't really have that huge of a change for Sigma. I didn't really feel that big of a difference when I was playing it, so
So you had a good
eh,
time playing Sigma.
it was fine. It was fine. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I did this week. I'll show you a couple of different things, but
Show me.
first, check this out.
What the? Oh, what the world? Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh
I
shit!
crashed. Yeah. I hope you'll
That's
forgive me.
cool.
I took a little bit of a liberty. Because you I wanted to see the red eyes, so I just
Oh
kind of
yeah,
added a
of
glowing
course.
pill shape to it. But yeah, then I got
Hell
this guy kind of
yeah.
flying in.
Oh hell yeah.
And look at
Oh
this.
damn. Oh cool.
So I've got the particle effects plus collision explosions going now. So you can shoot all these guys.
That is awesome. Good job, man. I
Yeah, I thought
I
you'd like that.
I love the beginning how you actually animated to go backwards. The
Yeah.
bad guys.
So
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I only animated that one, but I added in a whole bunch
Sure.
of others so you can kind of
Sure.
see like swarms and stuff. And and that's like not very polished animation at the beginning there, but a vague idea of like how I envision these things kind of
Yeah.
flying in and you know going after the player. They're kind of like
Right.
uh moving moving backwards, but aiming and shooting at them.
Yeah. I never thought of it moving backwards. And actually, now that I think about it, the thrusters on his shoulders, kind of it makes sense that maybe that's what it propels it to go backwards, right? It's like thrusters on the shoulders.
Mm,
Yeah. See, yeah,
sure.
exactly. Or not shoulders, but the sides, right? The
Hmm.
horizontal. That's what's propelling it backwards. That's so cool.
Oh, I crashed. Um, and I mean, these things can fly forwards, but I think like forwards and backwards. So I would imagine like sometimes maybe they'll fly in from behind the player and then turn
Right.
around. I guess from your
Yeah.
perspective, it'd be like this, and then they would fly with you.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
And I don't have all of the collision figured out just yet. I can kind of show you a little bit of what I did with that in
Uh-huh,
like this
uh-huh.
drone. If we go over to the drone here, you can see these green boxes I added uh,
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't quite figure out how to do a mesh collider. So I just
Mm-hmm.
added two kind of generic box colliders and kind of quickly sized them and placed them relative to the general massing of the drone. That way,
Mm-hmm.
that component can detect when it's hitting lasers, and also when the if the player ship crashes into it, it can
Right.
detect both those things.
Nice.
Um, and then I kind of just started making a bunch of swarms where I had like, three of them kind of combined, and then I just do,
Right.
copy
Right.
pasted. That way we would have this sort of like gauntlet of them. But I didn't have
Yeah.
time to animate them. But the
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
one,
no worries.
I wanted to make sure that that one had kind of like a cool little hero moment for you.
Yo, that one was cool. That one was cool. Gentleman Heavy says, they look so cool in game. Yeah, thank you so much. Michael did an awesome job. Good job, Michael, man.
Thank you. I mean, it's really these are your models. Like it looks as
No,
cool
no,
as it does because
no, but it,
uh,
it takes the whole. I mean, if it weren't for your, just knowledge of putting it inside the freaking game, they would just be models. That's it. But you're actually making it work. That's
it's coming
God,
to life.
that is so cool. Oh
Oh, and
shoot.
I added some materials to them just to make them kind of pop a little bit and look a little bit more metallic.
Oh, okay, nice.
Um, Nothing too fancy. It was just like the generic Unity material, and I just
Right, right, right.
changed it to gray, so that way it
Yeah,
wasn't just like this,
white.
kind of white foam
Mhm, mhm.
looking
Right.
model in there. I tried to use the materials or shaders, I guess, from the the default, like the placeholder ship that we've been using.
Mhm.
Um, but it didn't like that at all. Oh, and the other thing too is I guess because there's like all these different um components, they're like multiple cubes, I guess, if you will, that make up the overall model. I had to like go and do each one individually. I don't know if there's a work productivity workflow thing that we can do to make that, or if maybe we do the materials in Blender. I don't really know. That's something for us to a bridge for
Uh,
us to cross
I'm
later,
sorry,
but
Michael. Sorry. Partially wasn't listening. I was just
you're
admiring.
distracted by the game.
Sorry. You're
No,
talking about
that's a great sign.
you were talking about materials. I'm so sorry, man. Oh,
And you're like,
I
man,
love
this
the
game
way
looks cool. I want to play
I
this game.
I love the way you were yeah, good job animating the bad guy. I love how he just kind of like shows up. It's like, hey, motherfucker! It's like, oh no, and then
Yeah.
he's like backing away. Oh, that's so cool. But anyways, you were talking about making materials
Oh,
in
and I can
Blender.
shoot that guy too. If I get him, there we go, got him.
Perfect.
Um,
Beautiful.
yes. I I I just don't know what the production like typical pipeline is there. If these things should be sh have all their materials and textures applied in Blender, and then when I
Yes,
import
yes.
them, it
I'm
just
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What I gave you was just the FBX file. It's just a 3D model. But when I give you the whole thing, I will give it to you as a
Hmm.
package so that the whole the the textures, the normal maps, everything would be included on the thing, so that it's just you just plop it in the game and maybe you change the tint a little bit
Awesome.
to match the
Hmm.
environment color, but other than that all the texturing, baking, the normal map would all be done by me in Blender so that you don't have to worry about any of that. um, what you could
Sweet.
what I can do is to go into Blender and change like the tint, right? Remember how in the Egypt game that I'm not going to mention, remember how I did that column and then I had a certain color and then
Mm-hmm.
I actually changed the tint of the whole model just by skewing
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
slider. Remember? Yeah, we could do that in Unity as well to make it just even a little
Uh,
bit more versatile. But yeah, to answer your question,
right.
everything should be done in Blender so that you should not have to worry about how it looks. Um, well, you should worry because you should worry how it looks, but as in like you don't have to mess with it in Unity. Everything should be done in Blender.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
Sorry.
yeah.
So
So that
I
no,
would
that's
have. Yeah, I
perfect.
would
That
have.
that answers my question.
Yeah, I would have answered it a lot sooner had I been listening. Sorry.
Had you not been distracted by
Yeah.
this amazing game, work in progress game that's coming together. Crash. But anyway, yeah. So that's what I completed this past week. Is basically just the refinement of the collision detection system, which really actually isn't collisions. It's all triggers, really.
Sure. Sure.
Um, so I did that, and then I added the different kind of like explosion effects, which you can see there's like,
Yeah.
kind of
Yep. I see it.
a black, crusty kind of explosion
Mhm.
when I shoot the
Mhm.
enemies. And then when the player ship blows up, that one's a little bit more spectacular. You get
Right.
like kind of a white, puffy cloud in the middle, and then these
Mhm.
sort of like projectile um, trails that kind of radiate outward.
Nice. Nice.
And that's not, none of this is final or anything. This is just like
Right.
stuff
Right. Right.
that it was like a placeholder prototype or part of the tutorial.
Right.
Um, so anywho,
So Michael, I guess one question I want to ask you is how hard was it to do the animation for the T pose bot?
it's not hard. It just takes time because
Mm.
I
Okay.
reanimated that thing probably 5 or 6 times just to figure out like, oh, this is where I want it to go, and this is the path that I want it to have.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
it's pretty simple. Like, and in fact, I can actually show you. If we want to, like, let's throw another one in here. Um, yeah. So drone T. Let's go ahead and duplicate that guy. So he's got an animator. I will go to the master timeline, click this here, lock that into place, add an animation track, which is down here now. So basically I've got 2 animation tracks already. The first one up here is for the player ship. I guess I could, what do I want to, is it this button? No. There's a way to collapse this, but I don't know how to do that right now.
Sure.
Anyway, so this timeline is for the ship. So actually, if I back up a little bit here, and let's go to the beginning, not 802, to the beginning. So now we're here. You can see if I start moving this, you'll see the player ship kind of flying in there, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I can kind of move this back and forth to see like where he is in
Oh,
space.
right. Right.
And then if I go over here, so that's how you can see like, okay, this is where the player is going to be. I mean, we don't know exactly because the player can move, but you can actually see the camera. You know generally that the rig is going to be like in this general area.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then this one down here is for the drone. So if I move this, you can see that drone is starting to like pop up here. And basically
Right.
what I have him doing,
Cool.
he's just kind of hanging out down there.
Uh-huh.
He's not really doing anything too interesting. He's just sort of like waiting for the moment when the player is going to be in the correct position for
Right.
him to like, okay, now it's time for me to pop up and make my big appearance. So then he
Yeah.
pops up here. Okay, so the way that we would do this is if I set the timer or the timeline back to 0 and I select our new drone, which is this guy, what we'd want to do is figure out where we want to place him for the beginning of the scene. And just for simplicity, we'll just make him he'll just be a buddy
Uh-huh.
drone with this other guy here. So now what I can do is I can drag him here, which is basically then going to tell Unity that this timeline is for this drone. So pay attention to wherever that drone is whenever I make a keyframe.
Right.
I'm going to hit save. And now if I hit record, now it's going to start paying attention to this drone. And I think if I
Mm.
move
Mhm.
this, now it creates a little
Keyframe.
keyframe here, and it's basically keeping track of that placement. I need to see, well, I guess I don't really need to see this, but
This
Man,
is
how the heck did I do that?
this is very similar to Blender's animation tool, actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's perfect then.
yeah,
Whoops. Yeah, and I don't know why it does that. For some reason, when I hit the focus button, it goes like way out of there. So now what I would do is if I go to the player rig, I would kind of play this forward and see like, about where I guess we can actually copy the other drone too. So we know maybe right about here is where this guy should start moving. So then what I'm going to do is play this forward and you can see that drone kind of pops up to about there.
right.
So now I will move into position up here. Maybe we'll just move right next to this guy. So he's going to have like two of these things and kind of like, okay, I want the drone to be like right about here.
Right.
And I know the shortcut key. I'm going to try to find it well, you can't see my menu up here where I'm like pulling down drop downs, right? You can't see that.
I can see it.
You see this? Oh, you can see
Uh-huh.
this? Okay, great.
Yeah, yeah.
So up here, there's something called like
Align with view. Align to
align with
selected.
view. Yes,
There
that's
you
it
go.
right there. Yep. Shift Command F. I don't know what it is on Windows. It's probably like Control Shift F or something. But
Mm-hmm,
if I
mm-hmm.
click that, what it's going to do is it's going to take the object that I have selected, which in this case is that drone, right? And it's going to align it with the current viewport that I'm using
I see.
in the same orientation. So if I click on that, align with view, you're going to see, boop, the model
Oh,
popped
cool.
into this position
Yeah,
and it added a keyframe at that
nice,
position. So now
nice.
it basically knows that, okay, at this point in the timeline, you want this model to be in this location. And then Unity is going to figure out how to go from, that spot to this spot.
Right.
One thing that's going to be a bit of a problem with this one, I'm just going to let it play when we see it, but it, I'm going to need another keyframe because otherwise he's going to pop up a little bit too early and he's going to be a little bit slower than his buddy. But then what I would do is I'd kind of like move the camera again and see like, okay, the player's going to fly down there. So let me see. I guess I kind of want this guy to be like about here in the timeline, maybe kind of
Uh-huh,
looking at him there. So then I'm going to do the
uh-huh.
same thing. I'm just going to do the keyboard shortcut though and go boop, put that there.
Nice, nice.
And then I'm going to move the timeline again. He's kind of down there now. Maybe I'll put
Oh,
this guy.
very cool.
Maybe he moves back kind of fast at this point, so he's a little bit further back, and I'll put him there. And then let's get out of the way so I can see. Move the timeline a little bit more. Kind of come down here. Let's see if he's flying right there. Okay, so maybe let's put this guy like here, right here. So put him there. Okay, and now I'm going to hit stop recording just so we can
Mm.
see this playback.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
now when I hit play, you're going to see that the new guy, he's going to pop up a little bit early, kind of slow like that, because they didn't put enough of a keyframe to keep him at the bottom long enough.
All right.
So that was the thing that I was like, I'm just going to let this play so you can see like what happens. But now he's flying with his buddy.
Cool. Nice. Oh, I see, I see. Very cool.
Yeah. And
Oh,
there are
very
ways
cool.
too that like in the timeline when looking at the different actually I'll show you with this guy since I can actually see him. In the timeline here, I guess I needed to lock that. Which one? Back up. He's still down there. Okay, so that guy pops up like that. So for this guy here, this is his timeline, so and his position, and you can like modify these keyframes in here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
if I think I showed you this last time too, right? Where we could do like this
Yep,
sort of a thing.
yep, 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 yep. That's cool.
So if I do that, I'm pretty sure he will do a little like
Barrel.
spin when he gets to the
Yeah.
top position there. This might look a little wacky. Oh, I guess he's spinning back. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Because I imagine these guys are going
Surprise!
to be like, yeah, rotating and doing all
Yeah,
kinds of cool shit. Um, yeah, there you go.
that's
That's how
cool.
the magic works.
That's awesome, man. Good job, Michael. That's so awesome seeing all the
It's
models in the
teamwork,
game.
buddy. Like this wouldn't look
Yeah.
nearly as good without you.
Oh, thank you, man. You're being very kind.
Put that guy back in that position. But anyhow, yeah, yeah. So it's pretty simple. Like
Yeah,
that
sure.
process is not that complicated. It's
Uh-huh.
just you need to go through step by step. I mean, it's like real animation, right? Like where you're making
Yeah, yeah.
uh I you know, I've got to do these 24 frames of animation just to get a second
Mhm,
of
mhm.
of content.
Right,
Fortunately, like here, you can cheat some of the things. If I need something kind of flying from one end of the canyon to the other, I could
right,
just do two keyframes. And I can do that to kind of like get things started. So then I know generally like, okay, it's going to start here and move here. It needs to go faster or slower. Maybe he
right.
wants to spin here or something. So you can kind of like slowly build these pieces up. But it just takes time, and there's a lot
Sure,
of
sure,
like
sure, sure.
refinement of like, ooh, that he moved too quickly there, let me go into the timeline and kind of adjust these things. But it's not complicated, it's just time
Right,
consuming.
right, right, right. Nice. That's cool. All right. So let's talk about homework then.
Sure.
For me, it would help. Actually, do you mind taking a screen grab? Is there any way you could take a screen grab, or I could just do a quick screen grab? Um,
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can also just export the package to you, and you can open it in Unity on your computer and you can just play it if you want.
Actually, no. To be honest, like just a quick screen grab of it in the rest position. If you pause it, if it's like
Oh,
right in the center of the screen. If you, oh,
hang on a second. I'm going to go to the master timeline, player
Heavy
rig.
says teamwork makes dream work. Yeah, awesome.
Heck yeah.
For real. Mm,
Master timeline.
And I'm just
Actually, I don't
gonna
know. Can
take.
because when I do this and I hit
Actually, press
pause for
pause.
some reason,
Oh,
yeah, but see, it
okay,
does that when I hit pause. And I don't.
okay.
What I can do is I can just let it run if you want to just snap a bunch of screenshots. I'll just not touch it, and I can keep running it.
Got it. All right, I got it. Got it. All right, cool. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Sweet, no
Reason
problem.
why I wanted that is just so that I can make the necessary changes for the ship.
Yeah, please do.
Perfect. Awesome. And uh, I'm good. Thanks, man.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So I'll go
Um,
ahead and work on
homework.
that, and
Mhm.
I'll do the hero ship. What else do I need to do? I need to redo the mini boss or finish the mini boss. Let me show you guys really quick while I'm saying that so that it makes sense. Oh shoot, I actually closed it. Boo. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologize. 3D and robots, and then T Fighter. So this is what I need to do. Blah, blah, blah. So I'll work on this guy as well. I'll work on this guy and I'll work
Yeah.
on making the hero ship a little bit better. And if I have time, I'll go
Okay.
ahead and put like textures on it and make things look cool, hopefully.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I'll work on this guy. Is there any huge, I mean, I guess the question, are there any huge changes to these guys that you want to see? Or they're okay for now
Huge
as place?
changes?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
big
they're totally
changes.
fine for. No,
Okay,
no, no.
good.
We can use them as placeholders now. Well,
All
I
right,
guess
cool.
the one thing that would be helpful is that
Uh-huh.
if or I guess if you're going to
Oh,
do the
sure.
texturing,
Yep, yep. You
um,
got it. You got it.
because yeah, that was the only thing that I was like, oh, this is kind of a band-aid, but I
Yeah,
really need that in order to sell this.
you got it. You got it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will definitely do that. And okay, I know what I need to do. So I
Sweet.
will hopefully be able to deliver it to you um before we meet up. But that's cool.
Heck yeah.
Man, this thing is coming together. That is so awesome.
Sure is.
Yay.
Gonna
Can't
have a
believe
video
it.
game in no time. Yeah, and then on my end, I'm just gonna keep, chugging along with the tutorial. I'm looking at
Perfect.
the upcoming lectures. Next session, my update might not be nearly as interesting because this is looking like a lot of under the hood sort of stuff. I'm
Sure,
seeing
sure.
like instantiate at runtime, public methods in Unity C Sharp. This is probably going to be stuff that's not going to have a flashy fun, like, ooh, now we've got drones flying around.
Right, right, right.
So this week is going
Nice.
to have to be, you know, uh, or this session's going to have to hold us over for another session or two.
Sure, sure. And yeah, so for next week we'll just take a look at my 3D models. And I know we talked about it, but for my own project that I'm doing, it's the pins. I have to like
Mm.
basically package up all the pins that I designed for the Kickstarter, and then I gotta send it out. And I gotta prep for the new pins that I designed and get that approved on Kickstarter as well. So there's just a lot of Kickstarter stuff happening on my end, and a lot of busy work. It's not hard work, it's just busy work. So I got to do that as well. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I could update the 3D models and get that to you as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
no pressure. So
yeah.
if
No,
if
and
you have
same,
time,
yeah. So same with you too. But after seeing the game today, it's like, oh
you're
man,
motivated and excited.
I know, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay. All right. I guess now we're in the Q&A session. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us. If not, we will call it a night, and then we'll meet up together on Sunday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. We will meet up on Sunday at 7 p.m. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. And you can always find me on twitch.tv/ Lead Design Studio. And if you have a YouTube account, I'm trying to get 100 subscribers in order to get my own custom URL. And if you could help me that out in that, I would be very, very appreciated. And Michael, where can the people find you?
Honestly, right here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday and
Perfect.
Sunday. I do have a Twitch channel. It's not quite ready yet. I mean, you can see it on the screen there at Emma Welker. I'm working on it, and soon that will be up and running, and you can see me there, and also here with Chris.
Mhm.
Um, but in addition to that, if you're interested in my work, I have a book published on Amazon called Blockbuster Blueprint. It's all about how um, storytelling works. Um, and yeah, and I'll be talking about that on my channel at some point in the future. But in the meantime, if you're interested, uh, you can check that out there.
Yep, it's on Amazon for 9.99, and it's a really good value for everything that you will learn. I learned a lot reading it, and yeah, so definitely check it out if you are into writing stories. So Anime Jesus says, "What kind of game are you making?" I'm all lost. Oh, no worries at all. What we're making is kind of a rail shooter game. Just think of Star Fox. It's basically kind of like just a plane flying through the environment, kind of like what you just saw on Michael's screen when he was sharing it. Basically, we both designed the hero ship as well as the enemy ship. Right, you saw what kind of like a T shaped a robot that is going to be an enemy. We're going to have to shoot that in order to get through the stage. Um, Oh, yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Michael. So, Anime Jesus, this is for you. So, this is the type of game that we're trying to make right now. It's essentially on a rail, and then you have different robots showing up, and then you're gonna have to like shoot the robots in order to get through. And I don't know. Jesus, Anime Jesus says, is it story focused, Michael?
It's going to have a story for sure. I would not consider this game to be heavily story focused. Um, yeah, at this time, is there's definitely going to be a story, but I mean, video game story focuses I would put on a spectrum where on like one end you would have something like an Uncharted or a Last of Us, which is like basically an interactive movie, and then on the complete other end maybe would be something like like an Overwatch, I guess, which
Hmm. Hmm.
has a story that's kind of surrounding the game, but the actual game itself, the story doesn't really apply, and it like wouldn't even make sense because you've got,
Sure.
two Reinhardts on either team fighting each other like that.
Right.
What? Or people from Overwatch and Talon also playing on the same team. So on that spectrum, I think we're a little closer to the Overwatch side where it's going to be a little bit more game focused and it's kind
Hmm.
of just
Hmm.
fun, but it will have some kind of story surrounding it, and you will progress from the beginning of the game to the end of the game,
Right.
leading to like a finale, some sort of climax and closure of defeating the big bad guys
Right.
in the
And
end.
and
So good
and
question though.
and Anime Jesus says that's cool. I played a super old Stars game, very similar Star Wars game, and Rogue Squadron. So yeah,
Rogue
very
Squadron,
very cool.
yeah.
They're very, very cool. Don't expect Rogue Squadron quality on our game just
Yeah.
yet. Michael and I just started to learn how to make video games. He just started learning Unity, and I'm more or less kind of getting back into 3D modeling. So, and also creating, video game assets is not a strong suit of mine. I'm a theme park designer, and so creating this stuff while fun is also something that I need to learn and get used to on how to maximize a model and use creating low poly models and while making it look good, right? Run efficiently in the game. So there's a lot of stuff that I know I'm gonna have to learn and struggle with a little bit, but it's definitely going to be a journey, and that's part of the reasons why Michael and I are doing this in front of you guys, is to show that as long as you go bit by bit, and just take it step by step every single day, and you'll be able to hopefully achieve whatever goal you guys set out to do. And I'm hoping that Michael and I will be kind of living proof of that process, just taking step by step. As long as you could just keep at it, and you'll get it. Anime Jesus says, "What do you mean? This looks cool so far, guys." Thank you so much, Anime Jesus. Thank you.
Thanks, Anime Jesus.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Believe it or not, Michael, I modeled this thing, the hero playing this morning, because I was like, crap, I need to hurry up and model something.
Nice.
And then Overwatch 2 was like coming out, and I was like, oh no, I need to hurry up and watch the
Gotta
Twitch
work
stream so
faster.
so I could download the beta too. I was like modeling and watching at the same time, so it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, but no, thank you so much, Anime Jesus, for for joining us and just learning, just watching what we're doing and asking questions. That means a lot to me, man. Really appreciate it. Same for you, Gentleman Heavy. You've been on stream and just kicking it with me so far, and I really appreciate that, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks so much for being with us, guys, and for your support and asking all the questions. It
yeah.
really is motivating and helpful for us.
Anime Jesus says, I have a good handful of friends that are always hungry for these kind of games. Perfect. That's exactly what
Yeah.
what what we want to hear, because once we finish designing this, we need a few people to playtest this and to give us feedback. And again, if they're interested, let them tell them to come and watch this whole process and give us ideas, give us tips, give us references. Heavy always is always there giving us like good tips, as well as Captain Blue Blue. I'm hoping he's sleeping right now. He lives in Europe, so it's pretty late over there for him. But yeah, Captain Blue Blue has also been extraordinarily helpful in our design progress as well. So thank you to him, thank you to Heavy and Anime Jesus. Thank you so much to you again for being here. That means a lot to us. Heavy says, if y'all need references for molding images or idea, I love helping out. Yeah, no, thank you so much. No, just by you being here, commenting definitely helps us out a lot. And I don't want you to feel like you have to go out of your way to help us. Just by being here, giving us the references, for example, the two ships that you named earlier. I already forgot. I can't. My brain's like fried right now. That helps, right? And Meiji just says, "Ooh, you want play testers for a rail shooter? I got you guys. Nice. I'll link your stream to them. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
But
thanks.
yeah, yeah. Let them know that. Michael and I always meet up every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. PST. So essentially, 1 hour ago is when we started every Wednesday and Sunday. Sometimes we'll have a lot of stuff to show. Sometimes we won't have a lot of stuff to show. It really depends on how busy we are. Life happens. Life gets in the way sometimes. We have stuff we got to do, and this is more or less kind of our side project gig that we kind of want to do on our own. Like maybe if this goes well, we could become full-time video game designers. Who knows, right? Who knows? Gentleman Heavy says, Nat, that's the kind of thing I just do in my spare time anyway. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Um, yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much. Your presence is our present. So thank you. Really, really appreciate it, man. Michael, do you have anything to add?
No, everything you said was great, very well articulated. So good job.
Sweet, sweet. Awesome. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we will go ahead and end stream and we will be back this upcoming Sunday. All right. Cool. Until then, please take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and be nice to one another. All right. Take care.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining us, guys.